Right, guys, so I'm a distance runner. Distance running is a very pure sport. Who are the best at running? It's the East Africans, it's the Kenyans, it's the Ethiopians, people who grow up in poverty. And why is it that people who grow up in poverty are doing so well? Like, normally it's, wealthier countries who tend to do well in these kind of in sports, do you know what I mean? It's because you've no real advantage, do you know what I mean? There's no advantage. Like, actually being wealthy is a disadvantage in running, you know? In other sports like rugby, you need to have it's very scientific. It's difficult. You have to do a lot of like gym work, strength conditioning work. Nutrition. You need to bulk up a lot. Do you know what I mean? But for sport like running, to me, it's just a case of going out and getting the miles in. Really, it's just so simple. Like in this economy in this country, where people do government approved courses, and people do all this high intensity interval training and stuff. People are getting the wrong ideas. So it's like these people are paying big money to go to the gym to learn how to train, to do things like high intensity interval training, CrossFit, and it's actually a disadvantage to them because it's not sustainable long term. Well, the Kenyans, they're more relaxed, they're more natural instincts. Do you know what I mean? They're not as brainwashed. They're able to just train properly, and they've got an advantage over us. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, when it comes down to it, it's one sport where the poor people can do well, and that's something I like about it, because in all other areas in the world, like when it comes to professions, jobs, careers, stuff like that, it's certainly always the people who grew up in wealthy families who could become successful. Do you know what I mean? They say like your educational success is largely down to who your parents are. Do you know what I mean? A child's future, the best predictor of a child's future income is their parents' income. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I was a gobshite. I went to private schools from a very young age, from like 4 to 18, and I ended up doing shit in leaving cert, getting 195 points. I ended up failing college, and I work at McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, because I failed, I had all the advantages, and I still did shit because I'm a gobshite. Do you know what I mean? But so the other people who were born working class, they're put into lower graded classes and stuff like that, and they think, it's their own fault. But no, it's the system. They just get educated less. The system wants to keep you down. Do you know what I mean? And running, it's great. It's more egalitarian. Do you know what I mean? It's just so simple. I think that's one of the reasons why there's no snobbery involved. It's just such a raw, basic sport. Do you know what I mean? It really just comes down to who's mainly down to who's the hardest working. And yeah, I know some people don't train properly. Some people do all this high intensity interval training stuff. They could be training hard but still not getting the benefits. So yeah, there is a bit of that involved. But overall, I think it's a good sport. Do you know what I mean?